Florida. They're going up to the Northeast. So the migration pattern is changing because that's where the jobs are right now. Okay? And so they're going to make sure there's a secure communities in place. And secure communities really is preparation to stop any organized labor being led by migrantes and the allies, working class people, to demand fair wages, to demand full rights to organize, decent paying jobs, health care, the things that some people take for granted. Okay? And this is also, from our perspective, tied to a larger scare, a larger fear, which is Mexicanos and Latinoamericanos in particular, because of our historical connection to these territories, we are reproducing. We're reproducing in high numbers. We are living longer. There was an LA Times article, front page actually, 2 weeks ago, where they talked about that Latin Americans, Mexicanos in particular, are outliving all other races, Africans, white, and so that whether that effect, you know, if that influences our thought or not, the reality is it is influencing other people's thoughts, because it's about maintaining the hegemony, right? It's about maintaining that power. And if you have migrantes coming and not assimilating, that's another question. The question of assimilation, where people are forced to assimilate and not maintain their core historical connection, that is a fear for society. And what we say is that history is always changing. You know, that border wall wasn't there. We believe that through a process of just scientifically, you know, unstoppable, right, or irreversible reality, is that because of the connection to our land, that reality that there's a militarized border and there's a specialized police force that has been created to hunt us down like animals is going to change. Whether we're alive to see it or not, that's beside the point. But we are part of what is creating that change. And society, the society that we're struggling for, is a society where there is no rich, no poor, where there's no war, where there's no border walls. So, you know, we hope you join us in that effort. All right. So, coming back, there it is. So check this out. California has 38 out of 58 jurisdictions already in secure communities. And you could go down the line. Ventura County was actually the first county to take it on. They rose, hey, we'll take it on first, boom, right away. So our county is a leading force in pushing secure communities. And so our response is we have to be a leading force to end it. And we have a lot of work to do, and we're glad that you're here to join us in that effort. And I won't go down the line. There's a whole list of states that are there. So what's happening with secure communities? Well, the community is fighting back. The community is resisting this dragnet, this very targeted dragnet that is affecting families, working families all over these territories. It's separating families from their parents. It's separating families from being able to survive. And it's just outright it's a form of cleansing of the other. And we are, quote, the other. So what are we doing here? What we're doing is we're preparing ourselves. Some of the things that we talked about today, even with the checkpoints, the resistance at the checkpoints, that's preparing our community to not fear organizing and defending our human rights, particularly. And so here, the Todo Poder al Pueblo campaign, along with other efforts, we have launched a Know Your Rights campaign, a massive Know Your Rights campaign. Because when we know our rights and we defend them, that's the beginning process of ourselves empowering ourselves to be able to stop things like this and be able to become a social, political, economic force that could change our realities. And so we're doing